LUTV News InFocus, where we feature interesting topics on campus, in the community, and in the world of culture. I am Carson Racich. Golf is a game of constant up and downs, and winning on any tournament circuit is not easy. Many players won't hesitate to tell you just that. Although one of Lamar's own alumni, Julie Aime, is joining us today after coming off a fresh win at the Babe Zaharias Open. Before she starts swinging into her next tournament, she is here to talk about her current win and what life is like on tour. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So you currently won a tournament. Can you walk me through your rounds and just kind of like how you were feeling the entire time?
Well, it was kind of a funny week and a really special week, to be honest. So I usually have Xavier Fayart, who's also a Lamar alumni, on my bag. He's been caddying for me for over a year now. And he actually just went home the week prior to the Babe Zaharias Open. So I didn't have my caddy. I had a friend of mine, Stan, who wanted to just push the bag. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll be with you this week. So it felt like, I still had help, and but I just really felt at home. And to be honest, the practice rounds were a little tricky for me because I was like, okay, should I buy the yardage book and should I like overthink it, or should I just play it because I've played this course 1,000 times? So I was kind of trying to figure out how to approach the tournament. I ended up just getting my Bushnell and just playing the course like I usually do. I knew the greens. I kind of knew I knew that I had an advantage. But still, you're playing at home. All your friends and sponsors are expecting you to win because you're playing your course. So I had that little pressure, and I started off pretty good, and I actually did better on holes that were in my mind playing harder, and the easiest holes that I always kind of birdie or feel at ease were the tricky ones. So it was pretty funny. I was just like, I was ending up like in situations that I've never been before and hitting shots in places that I've actually never been. So it was still pretty tricky, even though I played this course 1,000 times. But I am so excited and happy to actually have grabbed that win. And I had the last day, I had so many friends following me, and they were recording some shots to send it over to Xavier, and so he could follow from Belgium as well. It was just a awesome week, and I'm really glad I got to win it in front of everybody. It was fun.
How cool was it just getting to lift that trophy up, knowing like all your family, friends, and even like the women's golf team I was out there supporting you? How cool was it just to be able to lift that up after, especially COVID, kind of putting a damper on everything?
It was actually like, it's crazy how when you're making that last putt to win, kind of everything blacks out. You're just like, you're there, but you're on that cloud on top of, like, it's just a weird feeling. It's really hard to put it in words. But as I picked up the ball and turned around, and everybody was clapping, and just everybody was happy, and I was the happiest in the entire crowd. But I can tell you, I had so much support, and seeing members and people that you just see every day, and you'll never think that it will have such a big impact for them as well. I was just proud of myself, proud of like having fought the whole 3 rounds. It was tied. We had a tough kind of match play during the last round with the 2 other girls that are all also on the Symetra tour. So it was a grind, and I'm really happy that I fought through it, and really happy for everybody to actually see me win. So that was really fun.
That's awesome. Would you say that last putt for the tournament, it was 3 days, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 3 days, was the hardest putt?
To be honest, it wasn't. It was just like, okay, I just need to make the ball start on the line. I had like a 2-footer downhill. I was just like, downhill, the grain helping you, everything's going to help you. So just make that ball start on the line. I was just breathing, trying to calm myself down. But to be honest, I had to make up and down to make par and win on the last hole. And as soon as I made my chip, I wanted to like go putt it right away. I was like, I just need to get it over and done with. But obviously you have to mark it and make it your last putt. And so I thought I would be like super stressed, but I guess I anticipated it, and I started breathing. I just kind of not looked around too much to not see everybody and just stay in my bubble until the last second. But it's true. It probably still had I still probably had a lot of stress because as soon as I picked up that ball in the hole, like I literally blacked out. Like I don't even remember really what I really did. Like I don't know. Thank God there's videos so I can see, but it's funny. You just like your body just does it, and your emotions are all over the place. So it was pretty interesting.
So you went to Lamar and you graduated from there. Playing collegiate golf, how does that prepare you for the Symetra Tour, just any tour in general?
Oh, it's such a great preparation. Actually, it teaches you that golf is a grind. Um, Obviously, it's like you're really happy when you win, but in order to win and make it to like the next level and win on a professional tour, you actually have to hit so many walls and you have to take a few steps back to actually move forward. And I feel like college golf was kind of like experiences that I needed to go through. And every time I would make a mistake, coach would be here and to rectify it and actually point it out to me. And you have to be so true to yourself to be a good golfer that you need to get those reps in, you need to get those competitive rounds in. And college was the best thing to do, 4 years of competition and getting ready and hit those walls. I mean, you have to do it. That's where you learn the most. And I really am fortunate that I played 4 years at Lamar, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
That's so cool. So now that you're a professional, can you tell me what life is like on tour, from the hardships to the best things that have happened to you?
It's interesting to be on tour, to be honest. So I'm on tour. It's called the Symetra Tour, and it's the road to the LPGA. And we're basically on the road all the time. This year with COVID was a little bit different. We only had 10 tournaments on the schedule, but last year we had 24 tournaments and I drove to 20 of them. So I put 22,000 miles on my car. So it was really the road to the LPGA. You're really constantly traveling and sleeping in different beds and just trying to find like a bed in the shower every week just to call yourself home and call itself like a little home for the week. And then you just get back out there every day, and some weeks it's going to work out, some weeks it doesn't. So mentally you really need to be strong, and it's a different monster than college, because college you're still like playing as a team and you're playing competitive rounds, but you're still like surrounded by that little group. And professional golf, you're a little more by yourself out there, even though your team might be helping, your coach and your physical trainer and all that. But like as soon as you're on the tee, you're literally just playing for yourself. So it's I would call it a different monster, but it's so amazing when you get to like see your hard work pay off. And I memean, there's a couple of really good memories that I've got, and I've done, so on the Symetra Tour, I've done a couple top fives. And this year, I think I grabbed my third top 10 in Beaumont, California. So it was pretty cool to actually end up in the same name of Beaumont, Texas, but a different state. I felt at home. And this year, it's my second year on the Symetra Tour, so I get to actually know the courses that we're playing. I mean, most of them. So I think it's a big advantage. And I feel like I'm a little more confident, and knowing what to expect is a big plus this year. So hopefully I get to finish strong. There's 5 more tournaments going. So, and when it's your week, you gotta be there. You gotta be on point.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add or say?
Well, I just wanted to say hi to the Lamar team and all the Lamar students, and I miss you guys. That was the best, best experience of my life, best 4 years of my life. So any Lamar students watching, have fun, enjoy, and get ready. I hope to see you all on the professional tours and see you succeed.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching LUTV News in Focus. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.